Hello and welcome to Steampunk Abyss, Devlog number 10. Okay, there's actually this is one of the biggest updates so far, as the title may have given you clues towards. Just right off, I'm sure some of you noticed over here, we actually did post a couple of pictures on our Discord and our Twitter. If you want some of this news early, go ahead and follow us there. Like, comment, and subscribe. That helps out a ton. So yeah, over here we've got the display. Once again, it's mostly for debugging display. This will be a lot nicer soon. I'll kind of show you what I'm working on for this. But yeah, so here's the different rarities. I realized this week that I don't have any guns of this tier in the game yet. So that will be being added soon. Other things you might have seen earlier this week, if you follow us, is we finally got our dialog engine in. This is kind of where you'll decode these into weapons on unlock. As you can see, we kind of got the most of the graphics here are done, looking pretty good, thanks to our artist, Bahutoth. As you can see, whoever's talking gets lighter, whoever's not talking goes darker. We're actually going to change the background color, just haven't gotten time to get that in yet, based on who's talking. And for those of you that were following, I said that it wasn't yet to the point where it would display only those that you have. Now it will. So based on what canisters you actually have, they will appear here, and this will stretch down, and it will dynamically wrap. This is actually a pretty cool dialogue engine, pretty feature rich. And there's some more surprises that I haven't been able to use yet, but I'm super excited for when we start actually unlocking things. Which actually is in the game now. You can't actually access any of the stuff you unlock, but now you can actually unlock guns. Though I recommend being careful, there is an error where if you unlock everything, it doesn't check right and it will crash. So, yeah, that's part of the reason the reset is there, is for me, but also for those kinds of issues. That will now reset these and your unlocks. Let me think. So yeah, that's kind of that. It does have branching dialogue. You can make choices. Those choices can affect future dialogue, that kind of thing. Over here you see we have another NPC addition. These are just placeholders. These guys will probably show up, but not in this, not for this. So if you open this, I'm gonna warn you now, you're gonna have to close your game to continue, just because I haven't gotten a way to exit it yet. So yeah, this is the beginnings of the menu that you're going to be using to set up your inventory for each run. So in Steampunk Abyss, you get loot, you decode that loot, and there's a couple different kinds of things you can get. As you can see, we got some debug numbers over there. So this is the start of the menu you will use to set up your inventory for each run. Now you don't have to access this between runs. Your inventory is saved, so if you don't get anything you want to equip, you don't actually have to come over here and open it. But as you can see, one of the interesting things about Steampunk Abyss is it was an interesting design challenge to get a menu that would work for inventory management, because we're not working on like an RPG item system where it's a physical item in an inventory and put it in a slot. That's not how we're doing it. It's an unlock system, so once you get a gun, you can use it forever. Which, since we have so many guns, was plus abilities and items that aren't in the... I haven't shown you guys these yet. I'm testing with them. I did talk about them in an earlier devlog, so those aren't in yet for you guys. Excuse me. So yeah, get a drink real quick. Just some Dr. Pepper. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, you can select one of our filters here. Now, these currently don't show up. That's what I'm going to be working on this week. Is part of it is just connecting the unlock system, which now is fully functional, to this menu. So these boxes are just for debugging. They won't actually be there. This is where the text will be written. We'll have like a little icon, probably for its type, which, as you'll see here, this will be a contextual menu eventually. Right now it's not. So you can. Oh, whoops. There seems to be. Oh. Yeah. I'll fix that. I know what's going on. I actually had that issue over here. I thought I fixed that. Oh. I'll fix that. I know what's going on. I actually did fix it earlier. I just undid it to redo something and forgot to put it back. So basically, you can still click on, and even if this drop down isn't true, just because I forgot to put in a check, that's a super fast fix. I'll actually have that fixed before I upload it. So yeah, you can select. As you can see, there's still some issues. It's pretty really alpha quality, and you can sort by rarities. So if you only want to see the common, uncommon, what? It's probably an issue with the GUI scaling because it works on my PC really well. Haha. I'll have to get that fixed. Yeah, that's the fun about this. This is actually a different computer than I program on, so a lot of times I find that's how I find a lot of these scaling issues and stuff for displays. So I'm gonna have to set that so that it's based on the camera, which makes sense. I just didn't think about it. So that part might not be fixed. That's gonna be a little bit more complicated. It's not that bad. It's just gonna take a little bit more time. So that probably won't be live today, but this build will be. Okay, so as you can see, you can sort, and then you can, these over here will be your inventory slots. You can move by clicking them with the mouse wheel. I'm going to add numbers and arrow keys as well. So there'll be a lot of ways to sort through this. This isn't in yet, but when you go to powers, that's annoying. This will actually switch out. This is all still placeholder art, but this will actually move up, and then another screen will come back down. It's going to be like a screen similar to this. And when you select a power, it will give you a little bit of a preview over here of what it does. Just a small animation, pretty simple, that shows the basic of what the power does. I'm actually kind of thinking, I guess a similar idea would be kind of some of the Pip-Boy things in Fallout. Kind of some of those minor animations for like the perks and stuff. Yeah. So as I said, you're gonna have to close it to get out of this. But those were, I believe, the updates for this week. I can't think of anything else. So yeah, it's actually a pretty big deal. These are the final systems we need before we go to beta. So once these are fully working, we will be officially in beta. After that, it's all going to be content drops and polish. We're going to be trying to work it so the character doesn't get stuck on corners anymore. We're going to be adding a lot more enemy variety. I have one that we're working on adding that's kind of a mage type. That one was actually done as part of a test for a new programmer that I'm hoping ends up joining the team. We're still waiting on some oh, whoops, I forgot to equip guns. Yeah, it still does that. I'm thinking I'm going to set it so that if you have no guns... Oh yeah, and the animation glitches out because the gun has no stats. What the what? I broke something. Oh, this is a fun time. Oh, I forgot again. Oh, actually, that just reminds me. There actually is another edition. Uh, I kind of forgot about that. Let's get me some guns. As you can see, that's no longer visible. It's still there, it's just not on screen. That's gonna be fixed, probably not before I put it up. I'm sorry about that, but I gotta, part of it is just the display. So I'm gonna see if I can find some of the new additions real quick. I forgot I added these. I was bored one day, so I decided to work on some dungeon stuff rather than what I was working on. Oh, ow! I'm not doing. I don't like this computer's mouse. Oh, there's one. There we go. Yeah, for those of you might have seen it already. But yeah, we got explosive barrels. I'm gonna increase the distance on those. They have a chance to spawn randomly and also near for fun. Sometimes they spawn next to turrets just because it makes them more useful. There's a small chance that every time a turret spawns, a barrel will spawn within range. That's actually the issue with the blast range. I just have to adjust that variable. I haven't really been able to test it. And there's one additional trap I added. I'll see if I can find one. That kind of changes the dynamics when you're ooh, flip. That's a lot of panic, boys. Explosive ball. I need to name my enemies, I've realized. I have like no names for these guys yet. In fact, yeah, so that's probably an issue. If you have any ideas for any of these guys, let me know in the comments. I might just have to, yeah. I'll let you guys discover the one other thing I added in the dungeon. It's a pretty fun trap. It adds a lot of, it changes up the way you have to move for a short time period. And when you encounter it, just dash. That's all. That's the hint I'm gonna give you. So yeah, that's it for today's devlog. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day, and hope to see you guys next week. These devlogs will be coming out on Sundays now. Before I sign out, just letting you know that changed due to a scheduling issue. So from now on, these will be on Sunday. I don't think I forgot anything else. So have a great day.